Amar Jaan.
We're on a special trip today, going to Mumzy's studio. Those that know Mumzy know that he's an absolute joker. Yo, so we got a change of scenery today. Part 3, Amar Jaan featuring Mumzy Stranger. We're here at Mumzy's, so yeah, let's do it.
Is it Amar Jaan? But in the song goes Amar Jaan, Amar Jaan. Happy to be a part of Nish's brilliant EP. Yeah, mate, banging tunes on there. And if you don't know, get to know.
We actually started this at mine, didn't we?
Yeah. Bro, it all started with the guitar, innit? We had this little guitar piece.
Ah, yeah, I remember that.
That's a sick guitar piece, man.
Three chords. I think that literally runs through the whole song as well.
It sounds very old school R&B, I like it.
Once where the guitar would just lay down the drum pattern.
I think as beats go, this was quite a straightforward one, wasn't it?
This was the easiest one out of all the tracks on your EP.
I have a question.
Go on.
Can you just show them that?
Let me play it with a tabla, so...
That done it for me. Just that one hit for me.
Well, I think that makes the beat, if I'm honest.
It just reminds me of that whole Tim and Bob.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole
That
vibe.
Tim and Bob vibe.
So with the guitar and the drums, you just have...
That's the general framework of this record.
Bro, I think the whole song is literally like this. So this is like this is literally the loop for the song.
Sometimes you don't need anything, man. That's it.
Nish was just like, the chorus needs a bit more. So on the chorus, I added some strings. Musically, it's not complicated at all.
So you're quite self-sufficient, obviously. You've been doing this thing for a long time. How did it feel to be given something that was already, you know, that had the melodies? Were you happy with the melodies? What was your kind of take on it?
Do you know what? I'm very, very fussy. You lot know that. There's only certain people that now I know that, okay, you can drop me a melody, and you're definitely one of them, Nish. Melodies or lyrics. Obviously, everyone that's in the studio, I'm quite comfortable now. Lyrics, I don't mind, but melody, I'm very, very, very picky. So with you, because you got the melody so on point, it was easy for me, man.
And do you know what the craziest thing was as well? When we done it, we had a session, like we had these writing sessions, Lion and I, randomly. We'll have like one every few weeks at my place, and we'll just come up with ideas, 2 or 3 songs. Was this part of the same one that Joss was a part of? Joss was a part of a different one. I remember you just played that guitar thing in, and I came up with that. And it just reminded me of something Bollywood.
Straight away when I heard this record, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you
But
made me mad jealous.
I didn't even want to ask.
Yeah.
I think this was one of your earlier records, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For the EP. When I first heard this tune, I was like, oh, hey, this is sick. Obviously, the reason why I loved it so much, when it comes to records that are quite simple, that's my vibe. Something that's simple, it really brings out melodies. I connected to this record. It was quite a shameless. When I heard this, I was like, oh mate, I wish this was my one, man. I'll quickly message and I'll say, oh, who's using this one? Nah, I just left it alone for a bit.
To be honest, it was nice having you on it, because I remember this song was actually, it was quite an old song that we kind of resurrected again and said, yo, this was such a good song. I feel like you and I and Lion, like we make records for fun. We can come up with a whole EP of 20, 30 songs just ourselves. Look at songs like Love Lost, look at songs like Hold Up, like Janatki. Things that came together naturally. This was quite natural.
I don't think a lot of people actually know how many records we've actually done behind the scenes, like Come My Way, like 4 or 5 of us, you know. I don't think people realise we're actually involved in so many records just because there's not a feature or a certain mention. But obviously when we put records officially out together,
It gets dangerous then.
I'm excited about this tune, man.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, we put him through hell when we were recording this stuff.
Bro,
Yeah,
I had a
we-
sore throat. You lot are mad. But the thing is, I have recorded songs while I've been, you know, a bit unwell.
Unwell.
There's a certain raspiness that comes out. And
You can actually hear it on your vocals. And
I struggled a little bit on the really high notes, but I always change melodies actually. When Nish writes,
yeah, you make it your
certain-
own.
When it came to writing as well, like I had a certain melody that I did,
you hit certain things where I'm like, nah, I don't want to.
and I can't hit certain things that you hit.
It's weird, isn't
It's
it?
strange. I wrote the whole song, remember? And I remember being quite headstrong. Although the song is in Bangla and English, and I think that suited you really, really well. When you were recording it, you were changing up a couple of the melodies, but you kind of made it your own.
Because I was listening to the chords, I'm like, yo, I just want to kind of like just put my little touch on it like I always do. But obviously you got it spot on, man. You made my life much easier. You've obviously got a certain sound. You guys have got a certain vision on this.
Because well, Mumzy loved this because since I've known the guy, I've heard him just talk about Tim and Bob non-stop.
All day.
We actually recorded this in 2 separate places. That's a process that a lot of people actually don't understand. They think, oh yeah, everyone's got to be in the same studio or record it at the same time. There's been tons of times where you or me have recorded with different artists, whether it's us two or anyone else, and we just put it together, like you'll send the vocals over. But there's a certain comfort that you have recording here, right?
Obviously, the ideal situation is to get recorded by someone. It's always easier and
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
But because you've got your own vibe, and obviously I've got my own, you know, vocal chains, it's easier when we do it ourselves, get everything right, and then send it to Lion. Then he could put it all into the project. But people don't actually realise what we do to get the actual track together. You got to put your own style into it. Sometimes we do it at one studio. Sometimes Nish does something, you know, Lion will go and do it somewhere else. And then once we put it all together, that's when we kind of like put all our ideas in one. So it's quite cool.
You told me it'd be here sooner. Girl, I can't take it.
Obviously, this kind of record was a bit different in terms of the way that you were featured on the record. This was a bit more of like you do a verse kind of thing.
I think it's the type of record, because obviously this one's quite R&B. You kind of own your verses and you own your whole vibe on it. I think the whole bouncing off each other is quite a new formula for collaborations. This is quite old school and I like it.
We have this ad-lib battle every single time. We just give like a whole heap of ad-libs. He picks the best one in the end. He's the judge. He picks the best one.
Yeah, but I think it suits the record, man.
It's crazy because it's completely different to what we did for Hold Up, which was literally 4-4-8-8. We went for a key change in this track. The inspiration behind that was just literally Backstreet Boys. Yeah, man, and it was all about just elevating the track, pushing your guys' vocals to another place that you guys don't usually go to.
You told me it'd be here sooner. Girl, I can't take it, 'cause I'm home and all alone, waiting on your phone call, trying to tell you my troubles. Without you, I'm lost.